We learned a lot about Ricky, and it began a long journey that lasted about 26 years. Ricky had asked my husband and I, when he was executed, if we would visit with him his last night, and we told him that we'd be there. But he died of natural causes before a new trial date could be set. And I had prayed and asked God not to let him be executed, to let him die of natural causes. He died of pancreatic cancer. So God answered that prayer. But Ricky, during his life there, he was reformed. He did a lot of good deeds, and he expressed a lot of love to others, and so I thanked God for and give him the glory for answered prayers. I have severe heart problems and have had for 28 years. And when Ricky would learn of flare-ups or surgeries or heart attacks, he would have his fellow prisoners on death row to pray for me, and they would sign a card and he would send it, because they could not write to me, only he could, and they would send me prayers of on the cards and love and concern. And we visited him once a year and sometimes twice a year. The young man on death row could not believe that we were the parents of his attorney and that we were so interested in his welfare and what was going on, and it circulated throughout the prison. His accomplishments: Ricky finished high school in prison. He earned an associate's degree from college. He took classes on caring for the sick and the hospice care, and he got certificates of completion and of merit. He cared and attended for 2 bedridden and 1 wheelchair patient on death row his last 3 years of life at Atmore, Alabama prison. His desire was to help and care for others. There was a great change in him while he was in Atmore, and I told him he was very special, and we were very proud of his accomplishments. Charles and I always remembered his birthdays, Christmas time, and the first of every month we sent cards, money, and stamps to him. And he in turn always thanked us. We never did anything for him that he did not say thank you and I love you. We had him call us collect once a month, and so we could talk to him, and his conversations were so dear to Our conversations were so dear to him and very rewarding to us, and we were blessed to have known him. I need to list just a few of his accomplishments. His artwork, crafts. He made a ship for us, a general store. He did cards, and he fashioned them, and he, for special occasions, for fellow prisoners, and for wives and girls, and fathers and mothers and girlfriends, and sick, and get well cards, and family members, and so forth. He wrote poetry and also prose. And the most important thing to me was that he was converted to Christ while in prison. He cared for death row inmates who had serious medical problems, and he did hospice. At his death, the warden, the prison official, said that Ricky died a reformed man. He came here as a hardened criminal, but he died a reformed man. He entered Holman Prison in Atmore, Alabama at the age of 23, died at age 49 with pancreatic cancer. He was in prison 25 years and 8 months. His cell was 48 square feet, 6 by 8. I was happy to my husband and I, to minister him. And we did this as a team. And we were very concerned, and I called him my third son, because he was like part of the family. We saw him, we heard from him, and we did things for him just like we did our two sons. I believe this article concerning life in prison and prison reform can happen when individuals are willing and want to sincerely change their lives, and there are people that are interested in them in doing a good work, because I think that's very much needed in our society. And when they can work together, then good results can be accomplished. Ricky was a sinner, but he was converted to Christ, and he changed his life completely. So ask yourself, what can I do as an individual to minister to someone in prison? The rewards are out of this world. In all of Ricky's correspondence, he began the words, "Dear Mom Betty, hi Mom." He had lost his birth mom and his grandmother in death. So I guess to him I was his mom living to him, to minister to him and help him turn his life around, my husband and I. And so I say to Ricky, rest in peace. Love, Ma Betty, hi Mom, and Pa Charles.